Hi you guys, Kelly here, owner of Alchemic Creations. I wanted to take a quick second and just drop a short tutorial on how to use this really awesome tool that you can find. You can find them online, but there's a lot of different tools out there on how to convert a hex code to an RGB code. And if you're not familiar with a hex code, that is the color code for whatever your color is. For example, my pink hex code is actually pound F7235E. And I know that obviously from working with that color code from so many different times. If you needed to pull a color code from an image, I've dropped a tutorial on how to use the ColorZilla extension from Chrome. However, I'll show you how to do that real quick. But first, if you already had the hex code like I do here, I would just copy it, drop it over here, and paste into the hex code section, and it's automatically going to bring up what my RGB is. You would need the RGB code in cases if you're working with a print designer, well, not a print designer, you're working with a designer. A print would be a CMYK code. But anytime a designer needs a specific code, usually it's going to be a hex code or an RGB code. And so those are the two different codes you would need to have on hand. It's definitely for the same color, but it's two different formats. So now I'm going to show you real quick how to use the extension for Chrome called ColorZilla. And basically you would use this tool if you wanted to find a specific color code from an image. I've already got an image open, for example, and just because this is a JPEG and it's not a direct copy of my color, it's going to come up a little bit off on the code, but I'm going to still use it for this example. So you can get the Chrome extension from the Google Chrome store, and I've dropped that link before, but I can go ahead and drop it again in the comments of this video. But for now, I've already got it installed, so I would go ahead and click ColorZilla and pick color from the page. The nice part about this tool is it actually gives you both the RGB as well as the hex code. So you can see right up here my RGB code is coming into play, and so is my hex code. So essentially, if you're trying to pick a hex code, this does both. So you wouldn't need to use the converter in this instant. But again, multiple ways to skin a cat. So for me, I would just kind of hover over whatever image I wanted or whatever specific area I wanted the color from. For me, I'm going to go ahead and pull as dark from as dark as the pink as I can get here. And all you're going to do is click it once. You can see it's brought up in the upper corner here. It's bringing up, if I pull off it changes. But you can see that it's bringing up the RGB code there as well as the hex code. So all I would do is click it once, and I now have the hex code copied to my clipboard. From there, I would go over to the hex code converter, and then just Control V or Command V if you're on a Mac. And again, it's bringing up the new color with the RGB code. All right, you guys, just a quick tutorial on how to use that. If you have any questions, please go ahead and drop them in the comments. If you like this tutorial and other design and branding ones, go ahead and subscribe to my channel now. Thanks again for watching.